If you like our content, please like, subscribe, and click the notification bell to get alerts when we introduce new videos. In this video, I'll demonstrate how to rename wireless clients using the Unleashed browser user interface. Unleashed collects client host names from the client's operating system and displays them in client lists, tables, and charts on the web interface. However, the host names provided by the OS are often not very useful in identifying clients on the network, especially IoT headless devices, which can be very cryptic and hard to identify. This is a feature that allows administrators to create aliases for clients for easier identification. And as a note, the maximum number of marked clients is 520. So to demonstrate this feature, I'll go to the Clients tab, and you notice that we have a number of clients here. We have 0 wired clients and we have 8 wireless clients. So for example, we have a client here called Living Room. Now I know that that's a Roku device, so what I'm going to do is select that client and I'm going to click on Rename and I'll say Roku TV. And you'll notice that that has now changed. So the name is changed. But I also want to show something else. If I tag that and if I go to the gear on the right, you'll notice that the device name is not ticked. So if I tick that device name and click OK, now I have the alias I just created, but I also have the original device name. So you can include both in there, but for saving real estate, it's not put in there automatically. So we'll go back and untick that, untick the device name, click OK, and now you can see that we have the alias that is set up. If for some reason I want to remove that, I could click on that device, I could click on Rename, and I just click OK. I don't put any other name in there. And you'll notice that that goes back to Living Room. So we'll go ahead and put that back to our Roku TV. So now it's back to our Roku TV. Now let's say we had a couple hundred devices in here, especially IoT headless devices, and this is especially important for those. So we may identify the IoT headless devices as thermostats, water sensors, vape sensors, whatever the IoT endpoint device is that we're using. And let's say we had 100 or so of those there. What we could do is go to the search field up here and we could search on a name. So if I search on Roku, and I hit return, you'll notice that it brings up just that device. So if we had, for example, IoT headless devices such as thermostats, and I named them all the thermostat, maybe I had one thermostat for building 1 and another thermostat on building 1, floor 2 or floor 3 or so forth, I could set those in there and just search on those by using the search function. So that's a handy feature to have. So we'll go back to the normal. Now another place that the client information shows up is on the access points. So if I click on my access points, and here we have the summary of 3 access points. If I click on Show Client Information, you'll see that that client information is the same. Notice that that name is carried over. If for some reason I wanted to rename that, I could go ahead and rename it just like I did under the Clients tab. So we'll cancel on that. And I also want to mention that if you log into the dashboard using the Unleashed mobile app, you'll also be able to see these changes, and they can also be changed from the mobile app, and they'll carry over that when you log in with the browser user interface, you can see them as well. And I also want to point out that when the maximum client renaming of 520 clients is reached, Unleashed will delete the oldest renamed offline stations, 10 stations at a time, and trigger an alarm event to indicate the renamed stations have been deleted. So as you can see, it's easy to rename wireless clients for simple identification using the Unleashed browser user interface.